Okay, I have a YouTube account that talks about foster care. Now, I have a YouTube account that talks about the time I experienced a false allegation on YouTube. If I don't record this, if I don't upload it onto YouTube, if I don't make a whole YouTube account about the time that I experienced a false allegation on YouTube, the time that the police wouldn't track it, told me that there was nothing that they could do. They told me, report it to YouTube. The time that my mother reported it to YouTube lots of times, wrote a letter, sent it once, made videos like this to YouTube. This video is for YouTube. This whole account is for YouTube. I'm asking YouTube to contact my mother and I. Okay? Now, they had a plan before my aunt told me this. I met with her in Toronto. I recorded it. She tells me this. You know, your mother, she had a plan for you. It was to take you away from Timmins, take you away from all of us, bring you to Sudbury and keep you down in that place, that group home. But that wasn't her plan. If you also listen to her, she also says this. You know who abused you? Joe. Yeah, that's what Ernie said. Well, he's right. He is right. Joe abused me. So if you consider that, and you consider that my mom was being abused by him too, and she ran away from Joe, and she left with Dan, we flee. We ran away from Joe. She didn't plan that. Now, when you consider that, they had a plan for me now. My aunt. Okay, my aunt doesn't want to be an aunt. And the Timmins police, they think that she has the right to choose. Now, but even then. And that's my original complaint. That she chose not to be around for me. Meanwhile, I was being abused by Joe. I needed her. I can see if I was in good hands, but I wasn't in good hands. Okay? So from there, I needed her. But she always had the right. She always had the right not to be around. Before, I was in foster care. Okay? And she was in Hamilton. I was in Timmins, also Sudbury. Okay? She wasn't around. But she had foster care. Okay? Then when I age out of foster care, she tells me, she asks me, why did you have to go back with your mom? Well, because I had to get to know her. And I had to get to know you too. I had to get to know Russell. I had to get to know Lucy. I just felt like I needed to get to know you. Well, I know you now, Terry. Okay? First you had foster care. Now you think, okay, well, I'll make some NWO videos. This was the plan. You had a plan for me, Terry. You had a plan. The plan was this. Create 2 NWO accounts. On the first account, make it appear as if you can't get into it. That you can't log into it and upload. The other account, upload, but only a few videos, mostly comment. Only comment. It's like texting back and forth. In time, not all at once. In time, take them all down. Claim that it was all in my head. Then from there, I have to take down all the videos that are talking about the video. Right now, I have a lot of videos. Right now my mother and I, we have a lot of videos where we're talking about a video, but we don't show the video. So from there, we'd have to take down all our videos because we can't prove that there was a video that existed. From there, the police could want to press charges because I can't prove that there was a video that existed, but it did exist, but I never made recordings. It's similar to the time that I was molested by Joe, and as a 9-year-old, I didn't run to the police. All alone. Okay? It's similar to not documenting. It's similar to Neil Haskett, his kids, not recording what Neil Haskett yelling. If you Google Neil Haskett in Sudbury, he's accused of yelling at his kids. And the kids record it. But if the kids didn't record it, maybe he wouldn't have faced anything. Okay? Because you can't prove it. You didn't record it. Now look at this. This is the video right here that they will eventually delete, remove. There will be no trace. And if I don't record this and document this, they will claim that it never happened. But it did happen. It's right here. The most disturbing thing about this is that Terry thinks that she has the right because it's what she wants. She doesn't want us around here. She doesn't want us to see her when she's older. And okay, someone could say, well, she has the right to choose not to have a relationship with you. Okay, she has the right to choose not to have a relationship with me now as an adult. As an adult, yes. But then, because we live in this town, if we lived in Sudbury, in another town, maybe this wouldn't have escalated like this. But because they live in different towns, and you have the right to choose not to have a relationship with them. But then, because we lived here, well, you have the right not to have to see them in this town. No, you don't. You don't get to choose that. It's like if you're in high school or college. Okay, you have to see that student in the hallway, but you have the right to tell him, no, I don't want to talk. Don't talk to me anymore. You can do that. Okay? That's how it goes while my mother and I live in the city. Okay? The city's like a hallway. Okay? Where you have the right not to have a relationship with us and say hello to us. But you're going to have to see us. But that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. She wanted to chase me out of this whole college. Timmins is like a college. And the streets are like a hallway. And she wasn't good enough with, okay, so I don't have to have a relationship and I don't have to talk and they won't go up to me. Okay, but I still have to see them. I want them kicked out of the whole college. So that she thought, make this video, Thomas will run or Thomas will make complaints to the police. That Thomas, if he doesn't, this is what she thought, that if Thomas doesn't run, Thomas will call the police. Potentially she thought that. If Thomas doesn't run, he'll call the police. He'll even make videos. No, she never thought that. She thought I would just run. She thought I would just run. But because I was calling the police, this is what she thought. He'll run, but because he's not running, oh wow, he's calling the police. He's making videos about a video, but he's not documenting the video itself. So we'll take them all down in time. And then from there, will claim that they never existed. It was all in his head. He'll have to take down all of these videos where he's talking about a video, and then this video, because he can't prove that the video existed. It was all in his head. And then from there, they think that they could have me charged for lying and saying that there was a video and that Terry and Russell made it. They could have me charge them from there, potentially, even have me take down all my videos about foster care, because the reason why I went into foster care is not because my mother was too busy doing drugs. No, it was because she fell back on what her mother did, and what her mother did is she put a lot of her kids in care. Okay? And Terry, she didn't have to be an aunt. All those years, Terry didn't have to be an aunt. She had foster care. And then when I age out, she had, okay, I'll have a reunion, but then I'll back off. And that's what she even did with my sister. Okay? And then, or she wanted to have a relationship with her now that she's getting older, but they're too far away. She wanted Brenda. She wanted Brenda, but Brenda says no. So that's the situation right now. Okay? That's the situation right now. That's the video right now. It's still up today. The video they wanted to claim later on claim that it never existed. It was all in my head.